Welcome to Elf Centered. Today, strap in, it's going to be a long one. We're talking about DJing. Something I know a little bit about. I've been a DJ for a little over 30 years now. Clubs, conventions, weddings, parties, bar mitzvahs, group functions, LARPs, all sorts of things. I have DJed all over North America. There are still places I haven't done it, and I look forward to eventually, but I have gone from Toronto to New Orleans. I've done from New York City to San Francisco. I've met many fantastic people, DJed many wonderful clubs, seen such amazing crowds. So DJing. Seems a lot of people want to get into it because it's like the poor man's rock star. You don't need instruments, you don't need talent, you don't need to learn to play a damn guitar. This is incorrect. You do need talent, and you need skill. The difference between the two is talent is something that is innate, talent is the art side of it. And a lot of people say there is no art to DJing. I'm sorry, I'm going to call bullshit on that one. There definitely is an art to DJing. And then you've got the skill, which you learn. It's the mechanical, scientific part of things, how to do certain things. So, I've taught a number of people how to DJ, and I always start with the equipment. The equipment's very easy. You really only need to know 3 or 4 things about the equipment, and you can step into any club and spin at any point. Now, just so you know, I started DJing when there was vinyl. Weighed a ton. I used cassette, and yes, I beat match with vinyl and cassette. I now DJ with CDs. I do not laptop DJ yet, could happen, but I am aiming this at generally at DJs. Certain parts are specifically aimed at CD DJs. The equipment, the mixing board is the important part. You really need to know where your headphones plug in, sometimes how to turn it on and off because they won't always turn it on for you, where the volume controls are, how to fade. I don't use the fader. Some people do, some people don't. It's a matter of choice. How to do basic troubleshooting. It's pretty simple. The second part is a little more difficult. It's about song selection. Song selection has to do with genre. It has to do a little bit with history and cultural references, which you should know. You should know about unique songs and mixes. Every DJ should have a few. Sometimes they're just to say, hey, I got this, no one else does. Sometimes it's to see if you can elicit a response from the crowd. When people come up and go, wow, where did you get this? This is amazing. Who is it? Who's it? What is it? Sometimes it's nice having those 10, 15-minute long mixes so that you can, go to the washroom, grab a cigarette, go to the bar and wait for a drink. Because there won't always be people who bring you things. You can't smoke in bars these days. There are a number of places, depending on whether you're doing an hour set or you're doing the entire night. I've done both. I enjoy both. Then there's part 3. First part, the equipment, takes about an evening to learn, a couple of hours. Second part, song selection, takes a couple of weeks to learn. Maybe a couple of months, depending on what genre you're into, what you're doing. Part 3, reading the crowd. I've been learning that for 30 years and I still get it wrong. There are a variety of different ways of telling if people like what you're doing. You don't have to have a packed dance floor. If everyone in the audience is bobbing their head, odds are they're enjoying themselves. Maybe sing along, watch for lip movement. A packed dance floor is good, but you don't want to pack the dance floor all night because you want people to go buy booze. You don't want to necessarily clear the floor, but you do want to mix things up so that the bar is happy too, because the bar wants people there to drink and to spend money. Always make sure that your appropriate volume, sound, music, everything, you don't want something so loud that you feel it deep in your chest as soon as you walk in the door at 9 o'clock at night when the door's open. Bodies soak in sound. The more bodies you got, the more you can pump out. Using the mic. One of the first things that I was taught by a very experienced DJ when I started learning was people want to hear the music, not your voice. I know a few DJs who every second, third, fourth song, honestly, now and again, make it rare, then it stays special. Promotion and marketing. This is something that changes and that I've had a lot of discussions with people about. First of all, you need to promote yourself to the crowd, a social media site page, MySpace, Facebook, LiveJournal, stuff like that. Great idea. Talk to people. meet people, see and be seen. You need to promote yourself to the club. You want to start a new night. No matter what kind of night I'm running, I always go in a suit to start with. Sometimes a tie, sometimes open neck, but always looking mainstream professional. This way they take me seriously. When I show up in the PVC pants and the ripped band shirt for the night and they go, what the heck? I go, oh, this is the uniform I wear when DJing because it speaks to the crowd. So present yourself well to start with. Present yourself to the crowd well is, in addition. I kind of got into a rut where all I was wearing was jeans and t-shirts. And I noticed that my crowd was wearing jeans and t-shirts. People watch the DJ. People take cues from the DJ. I started dressing up again, and people started dressing up and getting fancy. And people like dressing up to go out. It makes it more fancy for them. It makes it more exciting. It gives them more energy. Going to work this week. On Monday, dress as you normally do. Slap on your clothes, go. Tuesday, go for it. Dress or shirt and tie or whatever. Take some time. Shave. Make yourself look fancy. Look like you're going to a job interview. You'd be amazed at how much you feel different on Tuesday. Same goes for the club crowd. If they dress up, then they're going to feel more, I'm ready to have fun and party. There are a lot of challenges to promoting and marketing, and that's getting word out. Most social sites filter and restrict in some way or another because they want you to give them money. You can do one of two things. You can focus or you can shotgun. A lot of people think they're focusing these days by using one specific social site. It doesn't work as much as you think. Shotgunning is where you start. You just throw a whole mess of promo out there and see what happens. You want posters, you want flyers, you want postcards, you want it online, you want it offline. There are people that find out about clubs offline. It's how we used to do it, and there are still people that do it that way. Go multi-vector. You don't want to restrict yourself to one kind of promotion or advertising. It will bring you one kind of crowd and not the most of the crowd. And over time, focus. Audience location is important. Find out where they shop, advertise there. Find out how they shop. Do they take the bus? Find bus stops nearby that you can put posters up at. Where do they go to relax? Where do they socialize? Is there a pub? Cross-promoting, having, some kind of a deal with other businesses and other places. Always be aware of the postering bylaws in your city. Always look for the poster vigilantes who like going and tearing stuff down even when you're putting it up legally. The only way to win there is to out-stubborn the stubborn old bastages. Be excited. Here's the difference. I meet someone on the street and they say, so what's coming up this weekend? And I go, well, I got a gig on Friday. It shouldn't be too bad. It's a really good club. I'm going to have a lot of fun with it. Saturday, there are a couple of bands in town. I'm DJing for them. They're kind of cool, Now, they may or may not go. It's kind of like, here's some stuff coming up. If they know you, if they like what you do, they're probably going to attend. No guarantee. You're not always talking to people you know. And even when you are, look at it this way. So what's going on this weekend, Elf? Oh, Friday, I'm at this amazing downstairs club. Fantastic place, drink specials. Been in there before, packs the floor. It's just one of my favorite places to DJ. Saturday, I got Deviant UK in. I got For All the Emptiness. I've got Dissector, and I got the Gossicles. 4 amazing bands. Just fantastic. You got to come out and hear them. If you haven't heard any one of them, you're missing out, dude. You really are. Tickets are really cheap right now, and even at the door, they're going to be a really excellent price for 4 bands, and you got to. I mean, if you miss this, you've missed the party. Excitement breeds excitement. You're going to get more people out to the 4th one. Even if they haven't heard of the bands, you're excited about the bands, you're a DJ. They should be excited about the bands as well. By the way, the 4 bands I named, without their permission, thank you. And they're all worth hearing and seeing, really, trust me. You need to be the face. You're a DJ. Socialize. Before, during, after. If you're on a guest spot, don't just go back to the green room and hang out. Don't sit up in the DJ booth. Don't stand at the bar with the other DJs and promoters. Shake people's hands. Talk to them. See what they think. Get feedback. Chat with people. Let them know you care. Because if you don't care, why the hell are you doing this? Support. You need to support others. Support other DJs. Don't trash talk people. Support other clubs. People do dumb things and they trash talk. Rise above. Do better than. Support. If you go out to someone's night, they might come to yours. Now, I know a lot of DJs. I know which ones are going to go out. I know which ones are going to come to my nights. I know which ones aren't. That's why certain DJs, I go to every night of theirs I can. Others, if I get the chance, I'll stop by. Because support is a two-way street. If you want my support, if you want me talking about you, and there's some amazing people I know who don't do this, then show me a little support. Talk me up, I'll talk you up. Scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. Club management, dealing with club management, all sorts of fun. I've had club management come up to me and tell me, you will play this song next, you will play this. You know what? I'm going to a club with a style of music. I've already sold them on. I'm bringing this kind of a crowd in. This is what I'm playing. Don't come and tell me what I'm going to play by artist, by song. Otherwise, I want permission to set your drink prices. And I'm going to set them real cheap so I can bring in a big crowd. You need to get along with club management. They need to help promote you. You're bringing people in to pay their bills. They need to be as excited about you being there as you are. They need to help with postering. They need to assist with getting the word out. Have they got a space on some social media site? Talk about you. You need to buy into each other. It's not a war. You and club management are a team. Club, location, and amenities is very important. When you're looking for a club night, take into consideration access for disabled as well as abled people, access by bus, by car, parking, amenities. Where are the washrooms? Are they clean? What are the drink prices like? What's the lighting like? What's the neighborhood like? You got to look at all of this stuff. You can't just grab any club you go to and pray you get a huge crowd. Club management needs to learn not to be, to see through the lies. I have lost a couple of nights where I have brought in 50 to 70% capacity of a club. Somebody comes up and says, I'm going to bring you an entirely different format, and I'll pack your club. First night. Nobody packs a club first night. Not unless they're bringing a crowd from another club or it's a huge special event that they have been flogging like nobody's business. They brought the guy in. 6 months later, he maxed out at 30% capacity. They gave me a call. You know, I don't go back. Or it's rare that I go back. I really have to trust you, because once you've replaced me, odds are that you'll replace me again when some other, 20-year-old comes in and goes, I'll pack your night. No. There are amazing club managers. There are, ones that aren't. You'll get to know. DJs, same thing. Amazing DJs and ones that aren't. You might be a DJ diva if you have at any time said, what they need more of is me. You may be a DJ diva if at any time you have said, do you know who I am? You may be a DJ diva if you've ever said, what I play, the crowd wants to hear. No, I'm sorry, there's good ego and there's bad ego. You know what? Toss the bad, learn the good. DJs who were some stars in something else beforehand, models. I've met a number of people who've done the transition from model to DJ. So far the success rate I've seen has been abysmal. Band members, again, there it's about half and half. Do not expect, just because you're known and popular in one form of art, that DJing is something that you're going to, bang, get right into and you're going to bring the crowd out. Because I'll tell you, they might come out the first couple of times because they know you from, being scantily clad and looking hot online, and they're not going to stick around if the music's really pathetic. Let's get into the science a little bit. Transitions. Everybody talks about the beat match. I've been asked by a laptop DJ how I beat match with CDs. I've been told you can't beat match 80s music. People say the dumbest things. The beat match is a staple, a mainstay in DJing, but at the same time, if you want to be a one-trick pony, there's your trick. Everybody frickin' does it. There is the pop start, there is the fade, there is the talkover, there is the loop. There are so many different ways to transition from one song into the next, and there are a lot of ways to train wreck as well. Beat matching is simple. It's easy. Again, I could do it with vinyl and cassette. When I hear somebody on a laptop who can't beat match, I'm horrified. When I hear somebody on CDs who can't beat match, if there's a train wreck, I make them from time to time. Because beat matching is not just the beat, it's the key. And it's where in the transition you bring everything in. But when you're doing it all night between every song, dude, take up another art form. You're telling a story. You're directing a movie. Music very, very rarely changes emotion or mood. What it does is it enhances emotion or mood. Music makes things more powerful. You're directing a movie. The club opens, you've got people coming in, you start with something to kind of get them in the mood. As your crowd builds, your music builds. You bring them up. Climax, drop them down, bring them up again. Another climax, drop them down, bring them up. Super climax. And there, you've got two different ways of going. Keep them there, hold them strung like a vibrating G-string, and I mean the musical instrument G-string, not the wearing around your hips G-string, though that could be a lot of fun too. And then let them go home, or drop them right down and tuck them into bed and kiss them goodnight before you let them leave. There are people who know what mood I'm in when they come to my nights. I've had people walk up and I'm usually very, very good at faking it, and have said, so what's got you pissed today? And I've got, what? Playing music, I'm having fun. And they're like, yeah, we can tell from the music and what you're doing. Pay attention to your crowd. Your crowd's paying attention to you. I have DJed many conventions, and I have proven this to DJs I'm teaching and crew I've worked with. When I've said, look at them all out there dancing and having fun, and they've gone, yeah, I said, you think they're paying attention to this? They've gone, no, and I started doing this. And I do that really awkwardly. And suddenly everyone's doing that. This is what, you know what, dance. I don't trust a DJ, except for one or two exceptions, who doesn't dance. If you're not getting into the music, how can you expect them to get into the music? You know what, as a DJ, you're still a show. And proof of that is online on YouTube. The number of DJs who do things with their equipment not plugged in, not turned on, and the crowd still goes crazy. It's good music, and the DJ is a show. The DJ is a kind of a keyboardist. And I'll get into that in another video, another elf-centered. Read books. There are books about DJing. Last Night a DJ Saved My Life, etc., etc., etc. There are books about music and about promoting. Check out blogs. Read other DJ stuff. Talk to other DJs. We're a community. For God's sake, don't get jealous and envious and snarky and filled with drama. Talk to people. Share stuff. Talk to bands. Be honest with bands. Bands will listen to DJs. You know what goes on a dance floor. You know what will be popular. For the most part, bands should listen to DJs because you're the one presenting their music to the people. Other events. Pay attention to other events. Have relationships. Cross-promote. Give good feedback. Yeah, you know what? In any city, when you schedule an event, there may be another event going on. They may schedule before you, they may schedule after you. Is the crowd the same? Is it a direct competition, indirect competition? Don't get all pissy because somebody scheduled an event the same week you did, 2 weeks after you announced yours. They might have had theirs in the planning for months. It's going to happen. Do the best you can. It splits the crowd, it's difficult, but get along with the others in your scene, in your community, in your city, because this way things happen and everybody gets the maximum amount of pie that they can get. And everybody loves pie. Don't step on people's toes. Ask permission. Coming to Ottawa, I've gone to the swing crowd, swing dancing, not swingers, and talked to them about doing electro swing. They're not really in favor, and I've said, well, you have a sandbox, I'd like to play in it. They said, there's not really room for you in our sandbox. I have done my due diligence. I have worked not to step on toes. This summer, I'm going to go off and make some electro swing events, and if it chips into their business, oh well. You know, it was a mutual decision. One thing every DJ learns, 3 minutes is forever and no time at all. When you are working on the decks and you got a 3-minute song up, and punk DJs are the worst because some of those songs are like a minute and a half, and you're thinking, what comes next? You know where you're going, you slap the song on, the CD's playing, you're 10, 15 seconds in, you got the next one queued up, you check the beat, you're good to go, the next 2 minutes, 45 seconds takes bloody forever, holy crap, you stand there, you look around, be active, do something, get into it. Dance, sing. I know the words to an amazing number of songs. I entertain myself, even if I'm not entertaining the crowd. At the same time, 3 minutes, I have slid that CD in, hit start, and then gone, what am I going to play next? 8 seconds left, holy crap. You can be distracted by talking to people. Don't not talk to people in the DJ booth, just let them know that you're working. And you might have to bob over here for a moment. Great place for 10-minute mixes when you want to chat with somebody. Sometimes you'll have something queued up and you go, this is great. Someone will make a request Learn to take requests and what to do with them. Sometimes you'll think of something even better with 15 seconds left. Learn how to switch fast. The loop button is your friend. Some DJs pre-write their playlists. They're at home, they write down, this is what I'm going to play. Should take me an hour, work it all out. Yeah, it's an hour and 14 seconds. I get nothing against that, especially DJs who are starting. At the same time, that gives you no room for requests, no room for flexibility. If a song kills the dance floor, you can't bring it back with a club classic because you're locked in. Learn how not to. Learn how to DJ on the fly. Requests are important. They make people happy. Pre-recorded sets, and this is something that's big amongst the DJs who charge $70,000 frickin' a night. I know a DJ who was very popular and quite a big shot back in the late 90s, early 2000s, who did exactly this. She got into and I learned this by sharing a night with her, by being one of the guest DJs on a bill that included her. I came after her. I'm having fun dancing, okay, I'm up in about 10 minutes, it's about 2, maybe 3 songs, grab a drink, go up there. I watched her fake it on a deck where one side was empty because she had pre-recorded everything. Again, you can't take requests, you can't adjust to the flow of the dance floor, and that's where the art is. Reading the people, the dance floor, adjusting, taking them up and down and bringing them back. You can't do that with a pre-recorded set. That's just a cheat. You're doing it at home, and you know what? If you muck up that transition 18 times, nobody hears it. Practice live. Practice at home live until you get the transition down. Don't pre-record your flippin' sets. You're not a DJ. Working for free. This is the second last bit I'll talk about. I'll talk about a whole lot about DJing later too, but I was told right at the beginning, never work for free. You cheapen it for everybody. See, I'm a new DJ. Nobody knows how good I am. I want exposure. All artists are in this boat, by the way. I go to a club. Listen, I'll give you a night or two for free just so I can get my name out so you can see if you like what I do. If I'm any good, they're never going to pay me. They got me for free. If I leave because they're refusing to pay me, they'll grab another brand new DJ for free. Odds of this guy being great are not high. You will end up getting what you paid for, a mediocre at best DJ. Don't work for cheap. Ask around what people charge. You can give a deal to friends. That's fine. They're your friends. Charities are a tricky case. I will often charge charities the most that I'll look at them and say, what's your budget for a DJ? They'll tell me, I'll charge them that. Sometimes I donate the money back because it's a damn good charity, something I support. I'm not working for free. Barter is as good as coin. It really is. I was looking for a photographer to do a set. It's going to cost me $400 to $600. A photographer was looking for a DJ to do something in the fall. I got a free photography session out of it for 4 hours. They're getting a free DJ session out of it for 4 hours. It's not free in either case. We have both sold our skill in exchange for something of value. DJing is indeed a skill. You need to not just have the talent, you need to learn. You need to constantly be exploring new things. You need to challenge yourself. It's like any other job. Don't be an unpaid intern. Drama. Don't start it. Don't support it. Who cares who's sleeping with who? And the rumor that DJs, get all the... No, it doesn't happen that way because when everyone else is partying, you're working. Sometimes, yeah, about the same odds as anyone else in a club. Don't buy into the cult of personality. Watch your ego. People are going to stroke it all the time. Don't pull the, do you know who I am? It's just dumb. Do I know who you are? Yeah, a DJ. And, have we met before? Then I might know your name and a few things about you. But, if you ask me, if you get in my face with, do you know who I am? Odds are I'm going to smile and say, yeah, you're the guy who's leaving in about 15 seconds. Because no. Drama destroys communities and scenes. It ruins clubs. It chases people away. It is the antithesis of what you as a DJ want to do. Don't buy into the drama bullshit. So to all the DJs out there, keep doing what you're doing because you're either great or you'll get great. And to the people that want to be DJs, think about it. If it's not for you, do something else. There are a lot of stuff I can't do. I'm not out there trying to be a model or trying to paint or sculpt. I'm not trying to play an instrument. If it is for you, talk to some DJs and find out. And as always, have fun. When it gets down to it, that's what life is all about.